All right, so the way that this our last episode came out, we started by saying cheers to E3000 week, but by that point it had gone up to 4,000 and then back down to 3,000.
Oh, yeah.
I'm worried about the power we have, so when this comes out, happy ETH 5,000 week.
I knew it.
Hey.
It's coming.
It is like a finger pointing away to the moon.
Thinking is medieval. They are asking all the wrong questions.
I'm sure. Good luck on that subway ride home to your miserable, ugly f***ing wives.
People don't know what they want until you show it to them.
Trust me, I'm not driving a 7 Series without strippers.
I think I read Warren Buffett say something like that.
What?
Right.
Who's Warren Buffett?
Oh,
Sponsored by Blue Mountains.
I feel like I haven't even seen you all week.
Really? Have I been gone?
I've been gone.
You were gone. You were gone all week. You were in the other city.
I left the day after we filmed, and then I just didn't end up getting the video uploaded till yesterday. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit out of schedule for us. But I think in a normal, what's that? Normally, I think we would have taken before we were simple farmers, we would have taken the dips a lot worse. So I'm sure I would have been panic texting you a lot more.
There were no dips until yesterday, right? I feel like
I thought it was like 3 days ago.
no, because Marco was supposed to come over yesterday.
Oh, and that's when it happens.
Yeah, it happened the morning
right.
he was supposed to come over.
Yeah, you're right.
So
it was the day. I forgot you came back a day early too.
But yeah, I didn't care. So for context, what is today? Tuesday the
11th.
Yeah, so
May 11th.
So the dip of you texted me and said look at ETH, and it was we were in the 4s and it dipped down to like 35.
Yeah, it went one
down.
wick. Oh yeah, to like 36.70 in like a couple seconds, which is just. I mean, we're seeing it now on every dip. It's just the people who are over leveraged long. It's just everything's a cascading effect.
Yeah, I feel like the whales are getting really good at just annihilating people on long leverage now.
Yeah, because that was what they were kind of saying on crypto Twitter. It's like, oh, something, be quiet, I'm short in ETH. And then the person replied was like, isn't that like the most crowded trade on Twitter right now? They're like, oh, really? And it was. Anytime you see a parabolic move, it's like, oh, time to short it.
Yeah.
That's going to annoy me.
What is it?
This hair.
That's my oh. Yeah.
You're just a touchscreen computer.
Sorry.
I was not expecting that.
But yeah, other than that, we've just been farming, so I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't care, and I feel like we'll get into it later with some stuff we're going to talk about. But I'm so immune to market conditions at this point,
which I think is healthy.
I feel like it makes me read the market better.
Yeah, we don't make we're not aping into dumb stuff.
No, I'm just holding all the spots that I had from months ago and selling stuff when they pump.
That is kind of
which kind of happened today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've had the meme coin revitalization.
Yeah, everyone was like, meme coins are dead. And then I woke up this morning, ass coin to the moon.
Ass to the moon.
Pump
my ass to the moon.
I'm balls deep in ass. So it's
go.
like, I bought that coin like 2 months ago and it was nothing. And then this morning I woke up and I was 20x from my original position.
So now that's Australian Shepherd.
Australian Safe Shepherd.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's at Ass Finance.
Yeah. It's not the peach, because isn't there a different ass coin that's just a peach?
That's apparently a real project. That's called.
Oh, that's the.
Please, I need to remember what that project's called Moneymaker Finance.
Moneymaker Finance.
And the cash tag is $peach. So ass.
I didn't even know you could do that. Emojis. It's a yat, or whatever.
Exactly, and which I got a yat invite from Armada. Shout out to Armada.
What is it?
You have to have an invite to even buy yats.
Oh.
You have to get an invite to the site.
And then you just create a domain name that's not taken.
Exactly.
With emojis?
They're essentially domain names, yeah. So I have a couple ideas in mind. I'm going to buy one for a few $100 probably.
Yeah, because the rocket ships are gone, the moons are gone.
But I'm going to get real creative with it.
Yeah, there's a funny way to do it.
Anything, and any combinations of 3 and lower I think are gone. So you got to do like 4 or more now.
Oh.
But I have some good ideas. I'm going to buy a yat this week.
Okay. There's always funny things we could do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We should get one for Dojo and all that, of course, just for fun. Because people are going to use them as like payment links, domain names, all that stuff. So
okay.
Like, yeah,
it could become what BitClout should have been.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I saw, going on to the meme coin, I found a really funny, I guess it was an article posted. So somebody was breaking down, I guess, so Vitalik's ETH address is public. So a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, he became a billionaire just in that wallet. So when ETH broke something, it was like 26. I don't remember what it was. He was like officially a billionaire, and it was like, congrats on being like 17 or however old. He's like 19
he's like 23.
He's crazy. So good for him. And that's just that wallet. He could be one of those dudes that literally has everything in public wallets like that, just because it's not like he's gonna need money ever again. Like,
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to see how that dude lives. But someone wrote about, I guess it's been part of the marketing scheme too. When they're doing token distributions for all these meme coins, they send Vitalik a huge chunk of the supply because it's like
Well, it's also kind of like the up only thing. Like when they spam people just send them tokens.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It's probably the same principle. Like,
if you're gonna look at one person's ETH address, whose ETH address you're gonna look at? Probably Vitalik's, and you're gonna see. So he has 505 billion SHIB, which is the Shibu Inu coin. That alone, from what this article says, I'm assuming it's still pumped. It might even be higher than this. $14 billion.
Bro, let me hold some of
Just in that. And then he's got, they said there's dozens of them in there. He's got Akita Inu, which he has $700 million worth of that. And then $265 million worth of Doge Lon, which is hilarious. And $21 million of Husky token. So yeah, you put all this together, $16.3 billion in meme coins in his wallet.
He's on accident. He's worth more than most people ever will.
Yeah, what is that? That puts him high up on that list, right?
He's in the top 100, I'm sure.
I thought there was, because double-digit billion was a rarity, I feel like, until maybe last year.
I feel like there's only 2 or 3 triple-digit billionaires now. Maybe just 2.
And I think they both were made this year, because Elon got
in the
pumped
100,
crazy.
Well, Jeff was the first one, but and then Elon.
Elon passed him. Yeah, it's crazy to think about how much money him and Sam Bankman-Fried have. Like, it's just,
imagine if Elon had a public address.
That would be
just on his Twitter. Like
he has a public address, but it's not made public.
That's what I mean.
I'm really hoping. Like there's a way to find it.
I'm sure.
I really hope that he tweets it one day from his alt account, which has it's like 2 million followers. People know it's him probably.
Yeah.
But the board Elon account would be really funny.
It's a meme world. We're just playing in it.
I do think it's funny. Well, this kind of ties into what we're going to talk about later. But like Doge was just the news dominating for the past week, which
it kind of bored me a little bit, honestly.
I mean, no, Doge news should be boring to everybody by now, and it might be the easiest slam dunk to counter trade in the history of the world. Like,
yeah, not 1 ounce. Now I wasn't bearish on it, but not 1 ounce of me thought, yeah, this is gonna pump. Like none of like.
Oh, I was like, there's a guaranteed 20% drawdown during SNL.
Like, why do people think that means pump now at this point? I guess there's people new to the space, but
it always gains momentum before the big thing happens. We talked about this on 420. 419 was very clearly Doge Day. Because if there's a day picked out when everyone's going to buy, then the smart people are going to sell to those people.
Anything you think you can predict, counter trade it.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no.
But because it's such low IQ trading volume, that like it is literally the easiest counter trade in the world right now.
Yeah.
So I did it twice, kind of. I'm still holding a little bit of spot just because like it's going to hit $1 is kind of my thing. We talked about this last time.
I mean, I haven't sold any just because like I don't have enough spot in there to even like trade it. But it's just
I did just so I could say that statement I just said about being the easiest counter trade because I had to at least do it once.
That makes sense.
I'll tell you, going back to kind of our yield farming thing, I'm having a hard time discerning how much spot I should hold.
I'm getting less and less inclined to hold any of it every day.
That's kind of how I was, and now I'm like, because I don't have anything to do, and because maybe the pools are going to start to normalize, or the ones that had high rates, I'm like, okay, well, surely we're going to get rugged soon, so what am I going to move this to? I think it's actually more so I just read Twitter too much, and everyone's like, look at this setup on this coin, it's golden. But that's how I got in trouble.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that, it kind of, I don't know, I guess kind of to tie into what we were going to do today is like we each texted each other to watch a video, like separate videos, and we were just going to kind of riff on them. And the one I chose was one of the recent Up Only podcasts where it was Kobe and a few traders. It was just about trading. And it was more of a mindset type podcast where like how to approach the market. And it kind of was, I feel like that's kind of similar. It's like what they were talking about is a lot of this stuff is just mindset trading. Like it's not, you're going to trick yourself into thinking you need to be doing something.
Right.
Like if you're, the market makes you feel like if you're not doing something new, you're losing. And like the fact that we just assume these rates for these yield farms are going to go down, I think is kind of a part of that. We're just assuming that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they'll go down a little bit, but I don't think they're going to go down to any normal level. Like,
and if we did the math out on compounding it over a year versus like, okay, well then pick me a coin that's going to 5x this year.
Yeah, good luck.
Like if we pick 10, we might get 1 or 2. But
Yeah. And I sleep so much better at night now. The few farms we're in, like even the most conservative one is what, 550% right now?
Yeah.
Per year. That's per year.
Yeah, and that's without compounding.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we compound almost daily now, which I think I did the math is 170x our money in a year.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sweet.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, like, I don't know. I feel like the fact that it feels so easy now, we're gonna hurt ourselves if we keep trying to find spot.
I'm happy you say that because I see a lot of times people talking about like the dystopian landscape that was 2018, but we just didn't have enough money into it, so we didn't really know. But people on crypto Twitter talk about like what percentage of people lost everything after making millions of dollars. And I heard a couple people say, Gainsey. Heard a lot of people say like people don't think they deserve that much money.
Yep.
And I kind of thought that was I didn't really understand that at first. Now I kind of get it. Now it's like it doesn't feel real still. Even trading spot before felt real. I'm sorry, didn't feel real when I made money. It did when I lost money. Now it's just like surely I'm
doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Or I'm looking, but dude, even the few people, like, I was very open with Tendies when we released the episode 2 weeks ago. I was like, bro, like, part of me was regretting putting this out because I just didn't want people to know about this.
Yeah.
And then he reassured me. He was like, bro, no one's going to do it. Like, it's like, it doesn't feel like you're making money.
Yeah.
Until you look up, and that's why I think I told you the other day. I was like, I've written down the exact like initial investment I've put in all these pools, and I want to look up in like 6 months and be like, all right, so how we doing?
Yeah.
Even just 3 weeks in, I'm looking at these numbers in my 8 board, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how have we made this much money?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So I think we're counter trading ourselves in that sense with like, oh, this is too easy.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be this easy.
Yeah.
If you really know what you're doing.
You're right.
So
that's where I like to come down on, but
we'll see. I mean, I'm going to hold spot in what I already hold spot on, like ass.
Sure.
And Rainy and RVP.
I was going to say those, I think that's kind of where it comes down to is that Rainy and RVP are my 2 like moonshot bags that I was thinking about shaving a little bit of profit today just because I was like, oh, I can put 2 more grand in a pool here.
I tried.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about that. So V3 just launched for Uniswap.
Yeah, you guys said it would be better.
Yeah, Vitalik or Hayden, whatever the fuck your name is.
Whichever one runs.
Whatever one you did. So I tried to take some stuff off Rainy, and on V3, which it automatically goes to V3. There's not really the ticker on the bottom anymore. It was like, oh, your price impact is 74%, and it's like,
see, I had a different experience. Maybe we did something different when I had not converted Rainy to V3 yet.
You don't convert the coin.
Well, whatever, you approve it, though. You approve it for V3 or something like that.
This didn't even let me do that. Okay.
Oh, we had different experiences. Because then again, I've never even taken profit on Rainy, to be fair.
Okay.
I bought in like 2 nights after it dropped, and I was like, I'm just going to let this moon bag. But today I was up so much, I was like, I got to take something. Mm-hmm. So I went to take some, and it said you had to approve it for V3. Okay. It was only showing that when I sold the amount I was about to sell, I was only going to get 20% of what I actually should have gotten. And I was like, this is fucked up.
That's what happened on the first one.
So I was like, approve V3, and it made me approve the coin. That cost me $60 in gas just to approve the coin.
Yeah, that's normally like $8.
What? And then it was like $80 in gas at the time for me to do the transaction, which ended up failing and charging me $20. So I spent $80 to do nothing.
So you approved it, and that went through.
That went through.
And then you tried to flip it out, even though you're only getting 20% of your stuff?
No. I was when I approved it, it gave me the full amount.
Oh.
Yes. It bumped it back up.
Okay, so I got on there, put in my Rainy, was going to sell like, let's say $2,000 to make it even. It was saying I was going to get 26% of that.
Yeah, you need that. So it said price impact to.
So I couldn't even. The button wasn't even there for me to approve or to swap it. It literally just graded out and said price impact too high.
Good. I'm glad you didn't.
And then on the bottom it says, "Oh, your prices are better on V2. You want to switch to V2." Clicked on that, populated V2. The prices were correct. That I was like actually looking up on Blockfolio.
Maybe I went backwards.
Yeah.
I went V3 to V2.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Because you don't have to. I approved my Rainy to sell it a while ago because I've taken profit before. That shouldn't matter from V2 to V3. The part that matters is when you stake liquidity tokens, when you stake LP tokens when you stake double-sided pools to get LP tokens, you put them on a version layer of Uniswap. So all of the LP tokens that we invested or that we got back from Rainy ETH pairs are on V2. We have to migrate those from V2 to V3 before people can trade them. So I assume, like, so it's implemented, but that means all these projects are going to have to go through this process of like, hey, get your LP tokens back, put them in here, maybe unwind them. I don't even know.
You know how many people are not going to do that?
I mean, so the V2 layer is just going to keep existing? Is that like an issue?
I think it'll just be. I mean, yeah, it'll be always exist, but like this is like what happened to Panther the other day when Panther was swapping to its own chain.
Yeah.
Like you had to unwind your tokens, pull them out of the LP, and restart. It was the most annoying process ever. I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this.
Yeah, because they were just, it said on the bottom, like, you have Cake LP tokens and you need Panther LP tokens, which is just like their new layer on the AMM or whatever.
And since then, their site's been fucked. I've hated it. Like
I tried to do stuff and it's like 10 times longer to do every transaction.
I fail every few tries and it takes forever. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're in a weird spot right now.
Yeah. When I did like eventually get to the point, I didn't have to approve anything. But when I was like, oh, I'll sell a little bit of Rainy, gas was $216.
Yeah. No, when I tried the second time, I was paying like $240, and I was like, bro, I'm not like.
So I didn't even get a chance to try anything on V3. I'm hoping it would be cheaper there. But I guess until all the liquidity migrates over, it's going to be an issue.
I'm just letting the universe tell me to just hold that spot for a little while
That's
longer.
kind of how I had to take it.
I'm just not like I've held Rainy for. I've made so much money on Rainy for my initial that I'm like, at this point, like I have half of it staked to farm unicorns or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The other half, I'm like, I will sell this as soon as I hit a certain target. And today was the target, but I was like, I guess I'm not. Like now I have a new target, so I'm just gonna hold it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's gonna. I think Rainy's gonna.
It's going to keep going. And like every time it hits a new high, it gets like a really strong support not far beneath it.
Rainy's supports are crazy
It's been
strong.
insane. So each time I'm trying to flip trades here, and ETH just does not let you be a swing trader. Like
no,
if
good luck.
Even if I pulled out my whole stack, it's barely worth it. Like I'm trying to do like 1,000 or like 2,000 out, wait a little bit, put 1,000 something back in.
Yeah.
Like it's getting easy to read now because we've been around it so long. It is. Uniswap is just.
It's weird, man.
And we've been using Solana so much, and it's so sick. Solana's so sick.
Solana's. Oh God, I love Sam. It's so good, man. That's why I'm like I've literally been less stressed the last 2 months than I've been in years, and it's a lot of this. Like yeah, the rates will go down, but this liquidity pool stuff, I'm just like, oh, bro, you this is the cheat code. Yeah. Even like the worst case scenario, in 3 to 5 years, like we're done ever trying again. At anything. It's not hard. Like like that's worst case scenario. If these rates stay the same, like, bro, I'm gonna be disappeared in 12 months. Like it's not even a I don't know. There's nothing hard about crypto anymore.
And
I do kind of know what you're doing.
I tried to explain it to a friend of mine. He asked because he heard the podcast, was asking me to kind of walk it through him. So we were like, we weren't screen sharing, so I was trying to explain it to him, and I got like 10% of the way through, and he's like, bro, this is complicated. And I was like, dog, we haven't even started yet. Like, you don't even have Binance Smart Chain on your computer, and we're already...
Well, it's because we were deep in this in 2017, so when we even started, we were like 30% ahead of the curve.
And we knew what to expect.
Exactly. Yeah, we were like, oh, none of this. Crypto's not easy as far as like the process of it, unless you really have been doing it. So yeah, good luck explaining this to anybody that's never even heard of Coinbase. Like good luck.
And the second he was just like, I don't know if this is worth it, and I was like, good.
Boom, bingo,
good.
I love hearing that.
Turn around, keep moving.
I've had a couple people hit me up, which feel free to hit me up because I know they watch this. But it's like a couple people have hit me up, and it's like, we'll plan a time for me to help them, and then I just don't hear from them again. And I'm just like, yeah, it's hard. I get it. Like it's not really worth your time. I get it.
Yeah.
So, by all means, don't. It's more money for us. But it's just like, I think that's going to be the narrative. It's like these pools are going to stay lucrative.
Yeah.
Like Tendies is right. Like it's just too much of a hurdle, and the compounding is too slow.
Yeah.
For people's just brains to wrap around it.
Right.
So I think we're.
So that actually, I'll go ahead and talk about my homework. I watched the Where Do Yields Come From on the Uncommon Core, the Suzu and...
You haven't watched that yet.
Oh, crap.
I'm actually curious because
starts with an H. Hasa?
A person?
Yeah, it's him and Suzu. I can't remember his name. I'm blanking right now. Apologize to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hasa. Suzu's very smart and uses very big words. I listened to it twice and I got some things. So it's kind of stuff that you would common sense put together. But big thing he said in the beginning was mostly he was talking about stablecoin yields. That's kind of where they opened the discussion, which is actually why like some of my friends have hit me up when I told them what I was making on Tether, because that's like, oh, a completely zero risk asset.
But that's just loaning out, though.
That's just loaning out. Yeah. But that's still yield. That's still like you're making a percentage on. So I think a lot of people get it. That's how I first got into it, and I was really excited about it. And the points he made were, we had talked about this before. It's reactive to the market, which is like, in a bull run, everything's running. Money's expensive because people want to get more because they know they can make more elsewhere. The other point that I thought was very interesting was, because Bitcoin and ETH went so parabolic so quickly, the liquidity of stable coins in the ecosystem was like dwarfed by other bigger coins. So their like fervor to catch up ends up like leaving a lot of opportunity, because you just like, it's like, well, I got my Tether, I'm not getting rid of it. Or it's like, well, then I'll give you double your rate than you were getting before. And so like it just ticks. Obviously that's not a conversation. These things just like tick up over time, because you just get like people, I guess, arbitraging. Is
this what this podcast was about? They were talking about the stable. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it was interesting, because he's like, you'll notice that yields will be different on one exchange versus the other, and then it's just a shark feeding game to get it back to zero. Like there are probably some of the richest people in this space are arbitraging only, which is just taking the middle of a sandwich, and they're the ones balancing the pools that give us impermanent loss. Like that, I wish I understood kind of how that went, but he went a whole thing about if you sell the derivative of ETH and then buy spot, you get funding. Oh gosh, it's too much. He was pretty much dropping like, oh, this is how people win both sides of the trade kind of thing. So it's like it's selling the derivative feature of a coin and then doing the opposite in spot. That was crazy, but that was pretty much just.
I want to watch that actually.
It was it was. I was trying to work and do it too, so I was getting most of it. And then what was there? The middle part, I can't remember what it was going over. But then they got onto like native token yields, which is what we're mostly doing, mostly going for. And of course he talked about you're going to see a lot of Ponzonomics, and like the value of the coin becomes even more convoluted, because your early adopters want the value to go higher, but like if people think it's overvalued, most people are still going to hold spot, so that'll will drive the price down. But these
the yield or of the coin?
Of the coin.
Yeah.
Of the coin, which hurts the pool and the yield percentage, but more so just like hurts the initial.
Yeah, because less
investment.
trading is okay.
Yeah, for sure. But the good thing was like, it's a great way, instead of doing like airdrops or pre-sale or VC stuff, it's the way to get a good amount of people using your platform for what it's used for, being invested in, like being financially invested in it going forward.
And it's better than, I guess, a little better than liquidity locks.
Yeah. Liquidity locks are normally like you got the stuff for free anyway.
So you just can't sell until next day.
We don't want it to look like our whole team members sold the day they were unlocked. So they do that to like Kobe helped build Lido. So he's on a 2 or 3 year lock, just because if it's announced that Kobe sold out of Lido would explode. So he's smart enough to know, and he did that.
Kobe, I heard Kobe was like, I don't know which podcast it was, but he was very like on board with liquidity locks. He's like, bro, that's the smartest shit you can do if you're a project.
For sure.
Lock up your liquidity
and you should stagger them out, because you don't want an unlock and then a mass sell.
You don't want a one-day sell.
You have a perfect tanking of your.
That's why I feel like we're gonna learn a lot on this Panther swap stuff, because it's like, I feel like this is a new breed of all of this. It's like, what's going to happen with this coin? I don't even know what the purpose of the coin is.
That's the other thing, was like, you really, he said the same thing that you always say, like, do you know anything about the team and what's their differentiating factors, which goes right back into like how you judge businesses, which is, are they actually trying to do anything different? And so Panther Swap's thing is it's automatic yield. It is literally just a pancake swap fork, but they do automatic yielding, and that's their bread and butter.
Are they trying to be the new pancake swap? Is that what they're doing?
No, I think they just want to be a yield aggregator.
That does not sound sustainable at all.
I mean, if it's a separate leg of pancake swap, so if somebody just does that section better, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but okay, I guess I'm only thinking because we stake. I don't want to say what we stake. The coin that we stake against, I guess it doesn't matter, but we stake with the Panther token.
Yeah.
What does the Panther token do?
It's the thing.
Sure. Okay.
It's the native token.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, it's the thing that everyone agrees. We need it to go up because we get better yields.
I figured that's the position we were in. I just was like, what are they doing?
I think it's just like, he also talked about this too. It's like before, in order to play in some of these realms in traditional finance, you either have VCs, you have way more staff, You have all these things that get to like marketing your project. When if you have a native token, you just open it up and distribute the yields out like crazy, and that's your tokenomics in the beginning.
We're just holding stock in the company at this point.
Yeah, essentially. But we're also like the ones greasing the wheels. That's the other thing you talked about. The yields are so high, just kind of on a base level, because we're paying a lot of fees doing what we're doing.
We're taking a lot of personal risk.
We're taking a lot of risk because it could rug. But outside of just like the rugging effect, like these things are super fee intensive. Like it's 3 to 4 approving transactions.
I feel like we get ripped off on fees for
Yeah,
being liquidity providers.
Yeah.
Like every time I reharvest, it's like
because it's a transaction to reharvest, a transaction to swap, a transaction to pair, and then a transaction to deposit
for the BNB and Panther side.
Yeah. So it's like it's 4 each time. So we're really like putting oil in those cogs. But it makes sense that there are so fewer middlemen involved that you will, when these things get, like when you find one that you can trust, it is a sustainable thing to say 500, 600% might not go away because like you need the system to keep working correctly.
And I was doing the math, man, even on, like I told you the other day, even 200% APR yearly compounding. We compound daily.
Yeah.
Bro, like, this is stupid.
I mean...
There's nothing to worry about ever again.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, no one's going to do this.
Yeah, you would have to have a token that absolutely craters. But like, I'm going to be chasing risky yields.
Of course. Well, we both have, which we won't show here. We have a huge percentage of ours in a safer yield.
Yeah.
We'll keep it there. But yeah, we chase risky yields now with our play money that we used to buy shitcoins with. I'm like, bro, I'm just going to chase these yields.
Yeah, it's like, instead of a moonshot, it's like a...
it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's Jenga. How quick can I get out before it all comes tumbling down?
And you're earning... 50% of what you're earning is on a stable coin or a, safe coin.
Probably going to be, yeah.
BNB is a safe bet.
I consider that, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's like a cheat code to doing shit coins. It's
right. It's like Tendy said. Your permanent loss only ever hits 50%.
Which is I've already more than doubled my money on the riskiest yield we're in.
Yeah.
I have nothing to worry about when I wake up in the morning. Nothing to worry about.
Except they could just disappear with our stuff.
With our LP tokens, yes.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think that'll happen at this point.
I'd like to think
that
so,
specific one.
I will say that this is not an endorsement of any kind, but I found a website that ranks DApps in their their ecosystem, and Panther was number 3 on BSC DeFi.
And we were in it real quick.
I was in mega early. I feel like I was on like the second day that thing launched.
We got in with the yield was 8,000%.
Yeah,
it's like down to 14 now, but I mean whatever.
Those were good times.
I'm gonna pull at some point, but it's like.
I'm gonna chase another 8,000% somewhere.
I mean, yeah, I'll just throw it into the other one you're in.
Yeah,
which we won't show here. But it's just like I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want to show any more of them. We're not showing any more farms, by the way. Sorry.
No. I don't trust.
I know Tendy says we all gonna make it, but I'm gonna make it first.
Yeah.
And we'll get there.
Well, yeah.
But it's just I don't know. Just you research, you'll find them.
For each of us getting $1 million, we'll tell you all the farm we're in.
Sure. That's a great deal. We'll
plan that for episode. What, episode 21?
We'll write that in the contract.
Yeah, there you go.
Bold prediction. Yeah, I don't know. I just
2.5 months.
I had a long conversation with Sean today about how he was taking profits on the coin that he's very, very big on right now, which I agree with him a lot on the fundamentals of it, and I think he's going to do very well on it. But it was just at some point it finally clicked with both of us. It was like, man, at some point you just need to throw money in these farms. Like,
it's not worth it.
It's just not worth. It's not. I mean, here's what Kobe and the traders were talking about is make enough money to live on. But after that, bro, just put it in something safe and leave it in the market and you will make so much money.
Yeah, especially this market.
Just leave it just stay in the market and you will be fine. The
thing that, having conversation about taking profit, like, because I'm assuming y'all are trying to make a plan. The plan is you will always miss the top and you will always miss the bottom.
And every decision you will regret, no matter what. So just make the decisions you will regret the least.
Right, which is taking profit.
Exactly.
Taking profit too early is a double-edged sword, but
it's a good
made profit.
Like
if you're mad at profit, you are going to be broke.
Yep. And it's no matter what trade you make, it will never be the perfect one, and that's just it. You can only learn that by being in the market for 4 or 5 years.
For sure.
Like there's no way to learn that. I'm just now getting around to it. Even today, like when I texted you about ass going up, you were like, you need to sell most.
Yeah, I was like, you should.
And I was like, I was hyped up. I was just like, bro. You don't get it. TikTok just found it. And you were just like, sell it. I was like, okay.
Well, because I feel like that ran on like the second day. All those kind of popped up on the same day, and then they had the good second day pump. So I feel like it was nothing from there, and then this pump, I was like, cool. That was the dead cat or whatever Time to end it.
Bail, yeah.
The TikTok kids don't got any more money.
That's true.
They lost it all already.
So yeah, I sold.
We took it.
I sold a lot of it, but it was like I believed in ass since the beginning because it's ass.
Always believe in ass.
Like TikTok will love the ass meme. It's just like, why not? So yeah, I'm gonna hold a moon bag, but it was like, yeah, I mean, I need to pull some, and of course, yeah, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I made a lot of money on it comparative to the initial.
Yeah, I'm still in Safe Moon, and it's up like 60%.
Safe Moon's doing great today.
It's yesterday
Compared?
Yeah, yesterday I took a chunk, and then today was kind of like slowly ticking up, which is good.
$4 billion.
$4 billion. That's not a real number. That's not a $4 billion. I mean, it probably is, but
Do you know what Clubhouse is just valued at?
$1 billion, right?
$4 billion.
$4 billion.
Safe Moon is valued at the same as Clubhouse.
I would not give my
app.
house to own Clubhouse.
I would give it to own Safe Moon.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
maybe. Yeah, if the whole $4 billion. Yeah, God, Clubhouse. Tim Dillon broke it down nicely. Clubhouse is just now turned into Eric Weinstein yelling at the world for 23 hours a day.
Scam artists selling courses.
Because that's always been the thing. It's like a guy sounds good, but you can look him in the eye. You're like, this guy just giving me schemy vibes. You can't
look at a profile picture in the eyes.
Yeah, they found it. They found the way to get their schemes across.
I haven't been on Clubhouse in 3 or 4 weeks.
God, I think that what?
Our first long and short, we talked about Clubhouse and Twitter. And honestly, they both have kind of like Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse. Neither one of them, no one cares about.
I see a lot more Twitter Space. I see it more now. Like I'll notice up top that there's a live one. But you nailed it, especially because I think I asked you the question. If will Spaces?
I think
do
they've
a
overshadowed
Clubhouse?
it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be funny. A few months from now, we should go back and do old long and shorts recaps.
Yes.
And see where we fall on them. But that was the first
I'm
one.
sure
I was
we
like,
made a really stupid flippening prediction.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Well,
Now it's like after watching the most recent Up Only, Kobe was like, he said it very matter of factly, not even trying to be like clickbaity about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, flipping this cycle is inevitable." And I was like, "Whoa!" Like
he's probably of the
pretty,
mind.
That's pretty bullish.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I think he's of the mind that we're in like the 6 to 7 year changing of the guard type. Like
I think we're
was
done.
saying.
I think it's over.
Yeah.
That's another thing Sean and I talked about was like, are we gonna wake up one day and this all goes down 80% again? And I was like, bro, I just don't think so. And I told him I was like,
I would buy everything.
I don't give financial advice to anybody. That's what I told him. I was like, I learned my lesson after getting distracted after 2017 and not paying attention. Never again will I ever leave crypto.
Yeah,
Crypto is the all or nothing, like Russian roulette, bullet in the gun.
Yeah.
Like it is here or nothing. So I don't think it's going down 80% this time. I don't think we're going to see a fucking bear market like that again.
I think we could see a sideways market that
We'll
we
see
call
shakeouts.
a bear
That's
market.
a bear market's not sideways.
Yeah.
That's still a bull market.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's
Well,
like,
yeah, I guess. Because that's what Tenny's was saying about the U.S. stock market. It has been in a constant sideways to the slight up and right forever.
which is bullish.
Yeah.
It's just accumulation and up. But like crypto is not used to that. So I think the longer we see sideways Bitcoin, the more bearish people are going to get. I think that's what institutions want.
A funny point that Suzu said in the podcast was that like crypto traders, for whatever reason, are like search for reasons to panic because it like gives them life.
Just like what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like we feel like it has to be harder than this.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They're uncovering stones to panic to make a market flip. And then someone's going to be there to flip it
Because
back.
everyone's making so much money, you feel like it isn't real and it's not fair.
Yeah.
So we have to create. It's just the world. It's just a cycle. When things are too good, you create problems, and that's what crypto does to itself. It's like, guys, just relax.
Yeah.
That's what. Again, back to the podcast I was watching. Kobe was like, "Look, if you honestly can say that if you're trading, he was talking about day traders. If you can trade every day and say that my yield was better over this 365-day period than if I had just put it into a conservatively safe liquidity pool, if you can honestly say your yields are better there, then sure, trade."
Yeah.
But if not, what are you doing? Why would you ever trade?
Yeah.
Like, put it in a pool and go to sleep.
Well, because some people's legitimate answer to that is like, it's fun.
That's exactly right. You need the...
So you got the money for it. Suzu also made a great point. He said so many people he said crypto Twitter is either like 50x leverage long types or why would you ever sell anything types.
Yep.
He said like so many people fall into either bucket, and it's funny. We see people, he's like, you see so many people be like, why would you ever sell this bag? Why would you ever trade this coin? But then they're in like FTT coin, which is a coin for an exchange that needs people to trade in order to gain value. So it's like, no, people should trade. He's like,
you just don't want to.
You just don't want to, but
Which
you
is
need
fine.
people to trade more than you're saying they should.
And that's what the Twitter effect is like everyone on Twitter is full of shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody. Everyone's full of shit. And like, no predictions or forecasts can be taken from Twitter. It's just a fun place to be.
Yeah.
And like,
if I see one more Doge chart, I swear to God, from really intelligent people too, and
Yeah.
I'm like, bros,
guys, yeah, just stop.
They're like, this indicator is really, and I was like, that's not.
Who?
Never heard of it.
Indicator.
Yeah.
Like SNL is back on in 3 days. Like, who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, I don't know. That shit's hilarious to me.
I couldn't watch any of the Elon skits.
No, his monologue was good.
Monologue was okay. Yeah,
I liked his monologue a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was for what he is.
Yeah, it was just hard to watch. Like,
And he
'cause
was
he's
like-
got such bad timing, and he knows he's got bad timing, and
He was like, "I'm first Asperger's on." I was like, that was kind of funny.
that was kind of funny. But yeah, he didn't.
I
write
did not
that.
watch this. No, he didn't write that. But like,
His mom looks like a Bond villain.
his mom is terrifying.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the skits, and I refuse to. I will never do that to myself.
No.
Because I love him, and I just don't want to see him dressed up as Wario. Yeah, I thought SNL was fine.
It was fine. He made a couple jokes. Yeah, that's the thing. Just timing in a not native language cannot be easy. The funniest thing he said that didn't land was like, I've spent like every day trying to build rocket ships and go to space and build electric cars. You think I was gonna be like a cool, chill dude? It's like,
Exactly.
correct.
Yeah.
He's literally insane, and we're like, why is he mean?
Because he has Asperger's. I don't know.
People were mad about that too because they're like, we don't use that term anymore, and like,
Huh?
you don't have Asperger's, and
Yes, he
I have
does.
Asperger's, and I don't like you calling me what you call.
Oh, shut up. All my best friends growing up have Asperger's. Shut up. They're my favorite people. And like that, you don't get to say that he doesn't have that disease.
Yeah.
He
I was gonna
definitely-
pick a fictional person but
because
that
he
was-
definitely
it was
does.
Uncouth. Yeah. Yes.
No, he definitely, and yeah, just because he's leaning a different way. People just hate on Elon to hate on Elon.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We've been going for like 40 minutes. You want to do some long and shorts? You don't get to look at mine.
Oh, I didn't mean to look at. I felt like there was something else we were gonna talk about. Yeah.
Long and short it?
Let's do some
Yeah,
long
I feel
and
like we
shorts.
riffed on some good stuff.
Yeah. I think that was mostly what I want to talk about.
I'll start today. Okay, we kind of touched on this. Long and short on a 5-year or longer bull run or sideways market.
Long. Tendy said so. Long.
Like, you're actually long on that? Like, I feel like you're more doomer about this, but
Yeah.
you're the bear of the bunch for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my spot BTC through.
Of course.
5+
Oh, yeah, I'm not
years.
selling my ETH or my BTC.
Would I leverage long if I had to keep it open for 5 years right now?
What is 5 years? When's the next happening?
If I could get funding locked in right now, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would actually.
I don't see us having a 3-year drawdown again.
And I would just long my longs.
Even
at
if
that
we
point.
did have an 80% nuke, it comes right back.
That is kind
Guarantee
of
it.
crazy to think that if I was literally like at gunpoint forced into that trade, I probably would be way more profitable than anything else I would do.
That's yield farming.
Yeah.
That's literally what that is.
It's like, oh, well,
Gun to
gotta
your
be
head, what do you wanna
You have
do?
to be in this Bitcoin long or you die. You're like, well, guess I'll just put my money in it. And then it goes down, be like, re-long the longs.
Yep, buy more.
I'm not going to go hungry.
Yeah, I was curious because like I know you're more bearish than most, but I think you're changing your tune there.
I just am hopeful. I don't actually believe anything. That's my
That's
secret.
very true. That's
I
another
don't-
thing. Don't
I-
ever have conviction in anything
I don't
you say.
fall. Yeah, I don't fall on any side of
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Normally.
I have anything we ever say. I don't care if we're wrong.
I am Anoki the fence sitter.
Yeah. Renee,
Tsukage.
what's the first one for you?
Mine. All right. Long or short. Will we ever get a fucking airdrop?
God damn it! I had a day the other day.
Bro.
I missed another $14,000 airdrop.
From your best friend. From
that's-
your best.
Crypto friend Suyash tagged me in it. Bro, I don't know what to do.
Do them.
I do. They don't work.
You did that one.
No,
You did
I
Soch?
didn't do that one. No,
I almost didn't do cope. I sat there and I was like, this is annoying.
I tried. I did do cope.
Yeah,
I
actually,
it
y'all did
20
try to
minutes
do
late.
cope.
Yeah, I'm gonna be better. I don't do anything all day now, so unless I'm gonna have a crypto job now, we'll see.
That would be sick.
That'd be so funny.
Bro,
if I-
community manager, 15% of the supply. That's
if
what
I
you gotta
accidentally
say.
get some random, I don't want one, but if he offers it to me, I'll do it.
That's gonna be sick.
But I don't do anything but crypto all day now, so like,
Yeah, fill out airdrops.
sure, why not? It's
I said-
hard.
It's not hard. You just copy the same address and your feed looks like
Well,
shit because you retweet stuff.
I made an old music account, a burner account for airdrops, so
Okay.
suck it. That's what I'm gonna do from now on.
Yeah. I tried to get in.
I'm long on getting good airdrops.
We were in rope. Nothing happened. We were in DTC. That exit scammed. We were both in future. They're being dicks in the Discord about it, and I get it. Like, They were being nice, and it's $400.
I'm gonna sue everyone.
Yeah, we should. But like, they had like, oh, here's a bot to tell me why you didn't get it, and I put it in. It was like, oh, address unrecognized. I was like, well, that's crazy because copy and paste isn't that hard, and I put it everywhere.
Yeah, we got rugged.
So yes,
I hear everyone talking about Future too. I'm like, oh, what? This is gonna be a huge airdrop, and we missed it.
Probably, yeah.
I'm so pissed.
You only got 20 Future though.
Okay.
And it's $400 right now, so I might just spot buy. I don't know what it does though.
I don't care.
Me neither. I think it's actually like derivatives trading.
I don't care what it does.
But it's tied to Cope. That's what they're also doing. They're starting to use Cope as an airdrop form.
As a chain.
Yeah, if you have 100 Cope, you just get certain airdrops. So I'm just finding that. We found that.
Do we
Twitter
know
account.
if because we're both staking more than 100 Cope now?
That's supposed to count. They're testing it now. They're said if you do have more than 100 in an LP in liquidity pool,
We can get those.
count.
We can get those airdrops.
Yes,
we
it
still have to
should.
sign up for them though, don't we?
Yeah, most of the time. But it's like it's just
bullshit.
Twitter link and yeah, it's dumb.
But they can just check our solids and make sure we're staking.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because the LP token will show up. Well, I don't even know unless we're farming the LP token, then it maybe doesn't.
It'll
show
still
up.
show up in your solid because when you connect 8 board to solid, that's why it shows up. Because your solid's connected to your 8 board. That's the only thing that connects to 8 board.
Yeah, you're right.
So it has to show the pool.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It has to. It just doesn't show it in the wallet.
It doesn't show the LP token. It shows
but it's
something
in
else.
It's in the ether scan, the solid scan.
I bet it's some smart contracty thing that we don't know
it's in
anything
there.
about.
Number 2, long or short on sports critic TV shows.
God, so short. I can't believe they've lasted this long.
You finally got mad today at one.
I was just like, I can't deal with Kendrick Perkins not being able to speak English for as long as he sits there not being able to speak English.
It's just too much. Yeah, he's not really built for TV.
And
it's fine.
But they try to play into these characters about like, oh, he's so Southern. And I was like, y'all tried that with Randy Moss, and that only worked because he's like literally the GOAT besides Jerry. And that you can't just like throw somebody in there. It's like, remember this guy? He played with the Celtics. Like,
yeah, he's got good opinions.
The big three. Remember, he was the center.
Yeah.
No, he's the 5th best player on a team that won 1 championship. 2 championships?
Well, the thing is they try so hard to get good commentators that like once they get someone that's passionate about it, they just let them run with it. And Perk loves it. I'll give him that. He loves doing it, and he's funny. But it's like, yeah, I can't watch this anymore.
I wish the best for the man, but like, I don't like that so many of the big, especially like ESPN, it goes by the likes and dislikes count the same for the YouTube algorithm. They take that concept and sprint with it. They're like, did you hear about what Tim Tebow did today? Like, no, nobody fucking cares.
I forgot he was in the league still.
He came back just yesterday.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
signed him to be a tight end.
I think the Jaguars.
Yeah, it was the Jaguars. Not that they just picked up a quarterback. I think they did it to like throw the media attention off of Trevor Lawrence. But it's so stupid. But yeah, and then it's like I'll get Christians and non-Christians to argue in the thing about absolutely nothing.
Every comment, like or dislike, same points in the algorithm.
I blame Facebook for that. I think Facebook has destroyed ESPN on some level.
Yeah.
So, no. I like some of them individually. Stop doing sports shows.
I like Max and I like Shannon Sharp.
I used to watch like NFL Live and pardon the interruption, Around the Horn every day. I would run home from school and watch that every day. And and my dad would be like, "Well, how can you watch this?" And it was just like, because I loved the teams they were talking about, because my teams were good at the time.
Well, that's why I got into them, because they used to talk about Warriors every day.
Yeah.
Now they talk about Warriors once a week.
Yeah.
I'm like, this
well,
sucks.
I'm just going to listen to that.
Okay, cool. So,
God. You always get one that makes me...
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Long or short, that right now, in the next year, let's say, like medium term, the ETH BTC pair, how ETH performs against BTC.
Better. Long on ETH side.
Yeah.
Yes, much
Really?
better.
Okay.
Performance-wise, yes. I think ETH's about to...
Just for a year.
Yeah, I think it's about to chad hard.
Oh, hell yeah.
Even harder than we've seen.
Okay.
I'm very excited for ETH.
I
hold more BTC spot, but I'm very excited for ETH.
Okay, I actually hold more ETH spot accidentally, like kind of just because
No,
I was
I
talking
have
so
a
much
weird
about
mental
it.
block of like the BTC spot I refuse to touch, and I just
That's fair.
I
That's
have
what we got
because
started
it's how I got into it in 2017. The 2017 BTC I will never put into a pool. I will never do anything with it, and it's just like non-existent to me.
Still grandpappy.
But as of right now, I think ETH's about to just go crazy.
I would love that. I'm still trained to think that there's like a recollection, like it's gonna
Balance out.
Yeah, you can't have that big of a chat on that side with a completely sideways Bitcoin, but that's what's happened. And it's kind of like, it's kind of the scenario we described early on in the podcast, which was like, all we need is a bunch of sideways action, and then just like, you just have spurts of like 2 good days.
And I do, as much as we talk shit about ETH, I think Vitalik's going to fix it. I just like the fee thing.
Yeah.
I think that'll get fixed. But it's like, I just can't bet against ETH. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I wonder, because, we mentioned it last time. George was saying that, like, it doesn't really fix the fee problem because you have a fixed number of transactions that can be processed every second. So while it's congested, you're always just going to have a race to the top.
Yeah. I would rather wait longer and pay less money.
I would love that. But if I do slow gas, I'm worried it's never going to go through. Because can't somebody keep paying on top of me?
Well, it depends on yes. Well, theoretically, there's an algorithm that will continually move you up the ladder, even if you have lower money. I'm trying to explain this better than that. There's algorithms that, like, say you pay the lowest amount of gas, you still periodically move up the ladder slowly, but as people pay more, they jump ahead of you, but at some point the algorithm still gets you to the top.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain that in a better way, but theoretically that's not supposed to be a thing.
I don't know if the block gets filled. Like, you were trying to be in a certain spot, it's like, oh, that block is completed, so
it's like the way I understand it, there's a level of priority for your transaction, and that level will go up slower if you have a lower gas fee, but it will never just stop going up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Eventually your priority percentage will hit 100, and you will go next.
You know what? That happened during the Meloen stream. Shout out Meloen. Look her up on YouTube.
Yeah.
During one of the up-only raids, somebody sent, like, an ETH with, like, 5 gwei in gas, which is, like,
slow
absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And someone was like, dude, that's going to take, like, a year to get there.
Yeah,
and I was wondering, will it actually get there?
It will get there. Theoretically, that's
Okay.
how it's supposed to work. It could take forever. Long or short, Topgolf.
Topgolf so long. So
Yeah.
long. I hit the back net last time we went for the first time ever. Just, like,
We're going tomorrow.
just swanging. It was so good.
So excited.
I mean, it's one of those things that, like, when I first saw it in Vegas and it was nowhere else, I was like, this is the greatest idea anyone's ever had. Let's just run this up. So I'm glad that it's expanded. We got one here in the local.
I hate golf, but I love Topgolf.
I like golf.
You just go out there and hit the fuck out of a ball.
Going golfing and going to Topgolf might be the two most opposite experiences ever. Because, like,
drunk, pizza.
yeah, like,
friends.
I'll drink.
Yeah.
I'll drink on the green, but, like, or, like, driving the fairways and stuff. But that's 4 hours. Like, you get out there in the sun and you're walking and you're
you
drinking.
can show up to Topgolf plastered.
Yes,
Stay
keep
plastered.
getting plastered. Eat bar snacks.
Come home.
Yeah.
And make
Awesome.
friends the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not like, you're on the same. Okay, cool. I'm excited for tomorrow night.
I am so excited.
It'll be fun. We're having a bunch of people go Topgolf with
Yes,
us.
this is going to be great. We're going to talk money things.
Yeah.
I love it
We're going to tell them all the liquidity pools that we're hiding from you.
Yeah, well, join our Patreon. It's called Topgolf.
It's called Come Over.
Yeah, it's called Come Over. Call me if you have our number.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about all of our friends hitting us up asking dumb advice.
Next week. I've been on the fence about how much I want to talk shit, so let's try that next week.
Yeah. Stop asking about Doge.
Yeah, don't ask me about Doge or
Stop asking about it.
just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's in the story.
Yeah, I did want to get that out. Like we've been
Buy
saying
Bitcoin
every
and
week.
Ethereum.
Probably 60-40% Ethereum is what I've been telling people. And multiple times it's like, well, the value's too high.
Shut up.
I was like, what you just said is a positive. I don't think you know what you're talking about. Of course the value is high. It's a good thing. You make the price is high and the price does not matter.
If it was low, you wouldn't be interested in it.
His defense does not matter. Yeah. Moneyball reference. My turn, number 3.
Yes.
Long or short, the Warriors win the play-in game.
Lakers? I have to make a prediction.
Warriors win the playoff game. Long or short. Against the Lakers. It's going to be the Lakers.
Long.
Yeah.
They're going to beat the Lakers.
You think LeBron's back?
LeBron's back tonight. We're going to watch it tonight.
But who's the Lakers playing tonight?
Knicks.
The Bobcats. Oh, Knicks
Knicks
are
are
good because
good.
Derrick Rose is back. What a great story.
Bro, I think the Warriors are about to make some noise because Steph's just on a tear.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think they'll win the first round of the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're going to win 3 games in the first round.
They'd have to play the.
I think
the
they're going
Jazz,
to take.
right?
I think they're going to take the Jazz 7 games.
Yeah, I mean they beat them last
They might
night.
have to play the Suns.
I mean, if they're the 8 seed, they won't. 8
Yeah,
seed plays
but-
1 seed. Does the play-in make it weird?
Play-in changes things because whoever loses against Warriors Lakers plays the winner of Spurs Grizzlies.
Which is 9-10.
And whoever wins that game plays the Suns. That's what it is. So Warriors play the number 2 seed probably.
Wait, so the Lakers?
they'll play Clippers.
So the Lakers can play 2 play-in games if they lose the first one?
They will have to play 2 play-in games if they lose the first one. That's how that works.
Why would it not just be the winner
Okay,
of the
here-
7-8 and the winner of the 9-10? Oh, because that's not fair to the 8 seed, I guess.
So here it is. 7-8 play.
Okay.
9-10 play.
Yeah.
Winner of 9-10 moves on.
Okay.
Loser of 7-8 moves on. Winner of 7-8 goes to the playoffs.
That moves
Sorry,
on and goes.
Moves
playoffs,
on. I mean,
thing.
in the play-in tournament, not to the playoffs.
Oh, so if the Warriors win the first game, they're the 7th seed.
They're done. They're in 7th seed, and they play number 2, which will be the Clippers, and they will get absolutely waxed.
that decides the 7th seed,
Yes.
and then there's a second.
Only 1 through 6 are decided.
A little 4-team tournament.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. So I think the Warriors will probably get waxed by the Clippers.
Yeah, you're right. The Warriors will get. Oh, Clippers are second. Not the Suns are second.
Suns are second.
Suns are second.
If the Suns are second, bro, roll the dice. Let's go.
Yeah, just make Chris Paul mad and old, and and then hope Devin Booker doesn't score 57.
They could beat the Suns.
I mean, I'm assuming it's Devin Booker being crazy.
It's Chris Paul being crazy. Chris Paul's like 4th in MVP race right now. Chris Paul's killing the game.
That's a good thing for your opponent.
It's a good thing for the NBA.
He's
Dude, this is the best NBA season we've had in so long.
The Suns were so bad.
They were.
They were so bad.
Yeah, now they're number 2.
I mean, good for them.
Clippers are 3. You're right.
I watched that team so much when they had Steve Nash.
The Warriors could beat the Suns.
Well, yeah, everybody can beat everybody. The Warriors beat the Mavericks when that was the 8-1, and Baron Davis went off. That was Dirk, and that was their one time to win the championship before they did it against the Heat.
Yeah,
Everyone was like, "This is the one time."
I'm long on Steph dropping 45, 50 against the Lakers and going.
It's been very fun to watch him have to do it all.
Clay comes back next year.
I wish James Wiseman was getting the playoff experience, though.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's out for the season. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, next season. But word.
We'll update y'all that. That's not for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, we'll know this time next week exactly what the standings look like. But we'll do another long and short on basketball next week.
Love it. Cool. That was 11.
Let's make money.
Let's do it. Big thanks to our sponsor over at CryptoCandies.io. Head on over to their website and check out their selection. They're always adding super dope and unique new crypto-themed designs, and we greatly appreciate their support.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Crypto Dojo. If you enjoyed it, be sure to rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, follow on Spotify, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And feel free to hit us up on Twitter and IG at CryptoDojoPod. We'd love to hear from you.